Hey, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. All right, enough of that. So, guys, welcome to Tuesday Takeover. I'm your boy, the Kempire. Let me know if the music is too loud, and if you can't hear me over the music, I can actually lower this a little bit more because it's going to be distracting to me. Just saying. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Let's do a sound check. Let's do a sound check, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Don't forget to like the video. And for the one person that disliked it, what did you dislike? Maybe you disliked waiting. Maybe you disliked waiting. Okay. Womp, womp, womp. Oh my goodness. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our Tuesday Takeover where we cover a variety of reality TV news, and pop culture news as well. Be sure to like the video, as I said, and be sure to subscribe so you can be a part of all the hot topics that we are covering. Just saying. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, guys. Don't forget to let us know where you are watching from. All right? Don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. Oh, is it too loud for you guys? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, testing, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll just turn it off. All right. Hold on, y'all. Where's everyone watching from? We got Tennessee in the building. All right. California, Hollywood, California is in the building. All right, we're going to turn that off just in case. Just in case. I wasn't sure. We're still testing out the levels. We're still testing out the levels. You guys will let me know if the music was too loud. Oh, that's good. Okay. So there's a little bit of a delay in the comments. I just wanted to have a little vibe. Because, you know, when we have those moments when in between it's sort of like quiet and I'm doing something, it'd be nice to have a little music in the background. Don't you think? I've been meaning to do that for a while. All right. Jersey's in the building. Atlanta's in the building. What's going on? Delaware. Toronto, California. Toronto, Canada is in the building. What's going on? Shout out to everyone watching from around the country and around the world. We appreciate you. If you're part of the replay crew or the later on crew, we want to hear from you. We want to know where you're watching from. We want to know your thoughts on any of the hot topics. All right. Philadelphia's in the building. Detroit, Motor City's here. Fort Worth, Texas. London, UK. More Texas is in the building. Sacramento. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I never heard of that city. Anyways. Oh, well, maybe I have. I can't remember. Anyways, guys, let's get into a countdown, and then let's get into these topics because we have a lot to talk about. Sashay, Shantae, you like my tank top? Go check out the merch, houseofkempire.com. This is new. Oh my God, I am loving the quality of this new distributor, guys. Go check it out if you haven't already. It is Pride Month. Don't be homophobic. How you doing? You know, that's one of our sayings here. Guys, let's get into a countdown, and then let's get into these topics and reality shows to talk about. All right.
Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor, I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead, just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up. Cool.
Hey everyone, shout out to people that watch. South Africa's in the building, London's in the building. We see Birmingham, Alabama's in the building. We will not be talking about the latest episode of College Hill Celebrity Edition because we talked about it on Friday. So if you missed our recap of College Hill Celebrity Edition and the fight between Joseline Hernandez and Amber Rose, which, I mean, come on, the foreshadowing of it all. Be sure to check out that recap from Friday, and be sure to check out everything that you missed in the last few days, including our Love and Marriage Huntsville recap, our Bell Collective recap. you missed our NeNe stories. I just posted a NeNe story, an update, an exclusive that we needed to talk about. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already, or check it out after the live. I'm talking about NeNe and the settlement that people keep talking about. I'm talking about NeNe's breakup. We could talk a little bit about it. You guys will have a chance to call in and weigh in on all of the things. But you know what we like to do? This is our Tuesday takeover. For those that might not be familiar with it, because we are getting subscribers every single day, which we appreciate. This is where we cover a variety of hot topics that we don't get a chance to cover each and every story. But this is also where we discuss some of our favorite reality shows that we don't get a chance to do a separate live to talk about. Including, I can't believe last week, I apologize, I completely forgot to talk about 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. Which reminds me, let me just get, because it's a new cast and I want to make sure I get at least their names up, because all the preparation, there's so many shows. You know, we go from, oh, we only have one or two shows to recap. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, we got a bunch of shows to recap now, including in the 90 Day universe. I was just watching, I'm not done with the Ultimatum Queer Love on Netflix just yet, which is fine. I'd much rather us break it down and talk about it week to week. I think we'll be able to finish it off next week, because I'm on episode 6, where the couples have now gone back to their original partners, the ones that gave them the ultimatums. So we're going to talk about that. All right. Let me just make sure I get the cast for 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, which is like my favorite of their spinoffs. Okay, I'm gonna just want to keep that open. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Guys, shout out to our King's Guards, aka our moderators. We could not do this without them. Shout out to Mama Ali. She's taking the timestamps for those of you that just want to jump around. So shout out to her. And usually Mama Ali sends it to me right after the live. It just takes me a little bit of time to go back and add it. So I apologize, but shout out to Mama Ali that handles that. And shout out to our King's Guards. Don't forget to say hello and thank you to them for allowing us to be in this space. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be recapping the Real Housewives of New Jersey, the final part of the reunion, and it's going to be juicy, and it might be a long recap. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that tomorrow afternoon at 1:00 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. PST. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Unless I go live earlier, just because there's just a lot to cover, a lot to talk about. All right. So you know what we like to do for Tuesday Takeover? We like to start off with some good news. So let's start off with some good news. First of all, last week we talked about Halle Bailey. Congratulations, Halle Bailey, and the success of The Little Mermaid. Well, The Little Mermaid is still doing very well. It's still doing very well. We told you last week that The Little Mermaid, the new live action version, had garnered over $300 million worldwide. It's continuing to dominate at the box office. So congratulations to Halle Bailey again this week, okay? And if you haven't gone to see it, go see it. I need to go see it again, just so I just want to see it again. That's how good it was for me. And I'm someone that grew up and that saw the original. And I know there are a lot of kids that saw the original, via Disney Plus or whatever it may be. And now they're like, oh my gosh, a mermaid that looks like me. And I'm not just talking about Halle Bailey. You saw her sisters. They came from all different parts of the sea. Okay? So congratulations to everyone involved over at The Little Mermaid. And I look forward to seeing Halle Bailey in The Color Purple, the new adaptation of The Color Purple, coming Christmas Day, starring Fantasia Barrino. All right. The other news that I wanted to talk about, Pat Sajack. You know Pat Sajack from The Wheel of Fortune? Look, The Wheel of Fortune, or Wheel of Fortune. It's not The Wheel of Fortune. How old am I? Well, Pat Sajak is retiring. And I know you're probably thinking, Kempire, is that good news? For him, I'm sure. The man has been doing this for like 40 years. Look. I'm sure for him, it's great news. Now he can rest. Now he can rest. So shout out to Pat Sajak, because first of all, I grew up watching him on Wheel of Fortune. He announced that he is going to retire. The 76-year-old announced the information, the announcement on social media, saying this, well, the time has come. I've decided that that our 41st season, 41st. That's a long time. That's a long time, Pat. So he says, well, the time has come. I've decided that our 41st season, which begins in September, will be my last. It's been a wonderful ride and a nice check. Look, come on. Can we talk? Can we talk? All right. It's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months. Many thanks to you all. I don't think they were pushing him out. First of all, Pat Sajak looks great. How old? 76? Here's the thing. You know, retirement age, official retirement age here in the United States is like 65. So some of these folks that are in entertainment and that are still working into their 70s, that's because they love what they do. They love what they do. So Homeboy has been handling this situation for a very long time. Look, it is what it is. All right. He ended the post by joking, if nothing else, it'll keep the clickbait sites busy. So for those that are saying that Pat has been there since 1981. 40 years. 40 years. According to our friends over at lovebscott.com, he took over the position from Chuck Woolery. All right. But he's been there 42 years. Hold on. That pandemic got me mixed up. Raise the one, carry the two. Well, you heard what Remy Ma says. She says that she's 35. She doesn't count the years that she was in prison, and she doesn't count the years of the pandemic. And I said, I agree, Remy Ma. I don't count the years of the pandemic. Anyone else? So Pat Sajak is leaving the wheel of fortune. But who will take over? Who will take over? Who do you want to take over? Look, you know, they had a whole situation over at Jeopardy when they were trying to figure out who's going to take over that role. Who should you think should take over? I want to see a comedian. I want to see someone funny. Is Vanna White going to? Vanna went from turning the wheels to touching the wheels. You know, she has a good job. That's a good paying, easy job. Good for her. look good for her. She's had that job a long time too. Damn, Ivy says Remy's delusional. Then I guess I am delusional with Remy. Okay, I am delusional. I don't count those 3 years of the pandemic. Look, the pandemic, I don't count them. I think we should all start that. Honestly, though, you're only as old as you feel. Just saying. You're only as old as you feel. All right? Hold on. I forgot to put my music on. Again, guys, let me know if the music's too loud. But I think this is good. I think this is good. You guys will let me know because you're producers here, okay? See, Keisha said, look, Keisha agrees. Keisha says, yes, the pandemic years is a gap in time in life. I agree. Okay. Candace says LeVar Burton should have gotten Jeopardy. Who's hosting it now? You know I don't watch Jeopardy like that. That's never been my show. I much prefer a game like the Wheel of Fortune. Just saying. And Gina on my TikTok says Vanna won the lottery with that job, right? Oh, damn. Mayo says, hold on. Let me catch these comments. Hold on. Where did Mayo's comment? Oh, here it is. Mayo said, you may not count them years, but your knees do. Ruthie says, please, what Anthony Anderson? That would be a good choice, but she also is shading Steve Harvey. Here's the thing with Steve Harvey. He's really good already at Family Feud. I know he likes to have all the jobs, but I think he was really good. He's really good over at Family Feud. He doesn't need this job. Let's spread the wealth. We don't need one person hosting all the things. Right, Breon, you are thinking just like I do. Breon says, I'm too dumb for Jeopardy. Wheel of Fortune makes me feel smart. And I love Family Feud too. Here's the thing about the knees situation. This is why I do Pilates. I'm gonna have the knees and the elbows and the hips of a 20-something-year-old. That's why I'm doing my Pilates. Hey, Anita. Anita's watching from Florida. Mona says Kempire giving us the good vibe music today. Okay. All right. The music sounds good, y'all. Y'all let me know in the chat. All right. I want to kind of keep playing in the background. Let me just put this on. Hold on, y'all. There we go. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday takeover. I just was giving you a little good news. Some other good news that I want to talk about. It's not official, because when I originally did this thumbnail, there was a report that Tyler Perry was almost finalizing this deal of buying BET, VH1, and BET Plus. But then when I went to the original story, to the folks that had the exclusive, the link is gone. The link is gone. Damn. So, but you know, there's been multiple stories talking about possible people that were going to buy BET. So BET's up for sale. Diddy put his hat in there. I think 50 Cent put his hat in there. There's a lot of people that are putting their hat in to buy BET. Here's where I feel like this would be in good hands with Tyler Perry. And I know. You're all like, we don't want any more bad wigs or bad scripts. You're still gonna get those because Tyler Perry is still creating content for these platforms. But we have to keep in mind, you remember I interviewed Oprah at the very beginning of her launching OWN, and she talked about the challenges of starting that company. The reason why OWN is still around today and doing what it's doing is because I know a lot of you love to give this credit to Carlos King, and he's helped. However, it was Tyler Perry's shows on OWN that helped solidify OWN in this network sphere, okay? So Tyler Perry has been working over at OWN at one point. Then he left OWN, and now he's been working heavily over at BET Plus and BET. So he's been working alongside these networks for a long time. I feel like he has the experience. And he's doing it, like, no matter how we feel about his plays, no matter how we feel about those wigs, I will say this. There's an audience. There's an audience. All right? There is an audience for him. Like, there's an audience for everyone else. Like, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. All right? Just saying. All right. Moving on. I look, Justin. Here's the thing, guys. We are trying something new. You will be strong. The music is not that loud. You can hear me clearly. Calm down. Justin says, attention deficit girlies hating the music. All right. Let me say thank you. Well, first of all, Stacy said this earlier in the chat. She says, dancing with my best white girl moves to the music. Thank you so much, Stacy. Hilarious. Let me just save this. Okay. Subby Par says, Kempire needs a good man to keep him home balanced. Really?
Lies! The lie!
What is happening? Hold on. Lorenell, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, no music, it's distracting. Is it that distracting for you guys? I'm the one giving the show. But we'll stop the music for now. But I don't think it's that bad. We'll have to take a vote on it in the live chat. Because y'all doing a lot. Calm down. The music ain't that loud. George says, here for the music. We'll do a poll. We will do a poll. We'll make, this is a democracy, even though this is my show. Never forget. Just saying. All right. So back to this. So Tyler Perry, there is a report that he's close to finalizing this deal to buy BET, BET Plus, and VH1. What will that look like? Who knows? At first I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But like I said, when I thought about it, I was like, wait, he helped build OWN with his shows over there. He worked really close with Oprah in building that. And then he helped solidify. Look, BET was already solidified. However, he went over to BET and helped re-engage people in regards to BET. All right. So he's worked closely. When I heard Diddy was trying to start it, look, Diddy has experience. All right. Diddy has experience because he has the Revolt TV network. However, Revolt really hasn't done anything. It really hasn't set apart itself. You know what I mean? People know of Revolt, but do you know what's on Revolt? Is there any shows that you watch religiously on Revolt? No. Look, no. Tiffany, yeah, and Byron Allen, who also has a lot of experience when it comes to owning networks. So Byron Allen would actually be a really good person if they were to partner together, or if he was to do it himself. Okay. Izzy says the Oval on BET is good. I recommend. We are going to do a vote in regards to the music, y'all. We will do a vote in regards to the music. Simply Tara says, I'm listening to you while cleaning the house. Please keep the music. It's a vibe. Love you from Jersey. Thank you so much. We're going to do a house vote. We're going to keep it democratic, although, you know, I'm an authoritarian. Onyx says, Diddy, wait, I lost it. Damn it. Oh, Claire says, only Carisha, please, and Drink Champs. Yeah. I think he needs to focus on Revolt and building Revolt. Focus on that. Make that a household name. I feel like OWN has been doing that and making themselves their own thing. Diddy focus on that, but Diddy gets really distracted. He's doing this, he's doing that, blah, 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 blah. All right. Moving on. So that was some good news, possibly. Once we have a confirmation, because I felt like we were getting closer to confirmation. But here we are. All right. So before I forget, like last week, let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. So guys, this is our Tuesday takeover where we cover a variety of reality TV. It started off as TLC takeover. It was our 90 Day Fiancé recap. And then it transformed into Tuesday takeover because we wanted to mix it up and cover some hot topics that we weren't able to cover. So let me get into 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, before I forget. Look, first of all, this couple, her story, Amanda, is so dynamic and so sad at the same time because she lost her husband. I don't remember the timeline of when she lost her husband because I watched that last week, but it wasn't that long ago. And look, I'm never going to sit here and try and tell someone when they should move on or when they should start dating someone. But she lost her husband very quickly. She has 2 young children, but she's dating this guy in Romania who is yummy. Look, come on. He's yummy. Come on. Look at that man. Razvan? So they finally meet this week. She flies to Romania. She leaves her 2 kids with her family, and she flies to Romania to see things. I guess he's like a content creator. He does a lot of stuff on TikTok. Shout out to the content creators on TikTok. You see them all the time. When I'm swiping through different lives, you see some of people very much like Roz on these platforms trying to battle people. They make money that way, or just entertain people by getting gifts and things like that. So you see a lot of people from around the world doing stuff like that, and that is their job. So that is his job, but he wants to be like an actor. He's a good-looking guy. I like his vibe. I don't know anything in regards to what his intentions could be, but of course, there's a little jealousy because he's being very flirtatious on social media. He's thirst trapping because that brings in all the, the women and the questionable gays. They come in, they're like, oh. So I think I like them as a couple. I think they're actually a really cute couple. Her story, I feel like she still needs time to heal. She meets him this week and she's already uncomfortable. Like I had secondhand embarrassment how uncomfortable she was, but I get it. She hasn't been in this man's presence and he's very touchy feely. But I was like, girl, you better kiss that man. He's fine. They're a cute couple. They're actually a really good looking couple. And I feel like he's really into her. I think that, I don't know. You know what people already assume with, 90 Day Fiancé couples, especially with those that live abroad? Oh, they just want to come to the United States. Well, I mean, that's not impossible. He wants to be a big name actor. This is where you should be if you really want to launch a major career. Okay? Or in the UK. But I don't know yet. I don't know about him, but he's very touchy-feely with her, and she's very uncomfortable because she just lost her husband. I believe he died of cancer. So I feel for her. Like, part of me is like, girl, get your back broke. You deserve it. Just like, get your back broke. But I get it. She's uncomfortable. She lost the love of her life, and she has 2 young children to think of. Yeah, Ebony says, yeah, I can tell he's really into her. She's a beautiful woman too. Like, they're a good-looking couple. Damn, Aisha said he's fine and toxic. Well, come on, let's not call people toxic. We don't really know that much about him yet. Okay, yes, okay, maybe a little toxic. His behavior on social media might be a little toxic. Just a little toxic. All right, so we met them. Where's my hold on, I just want to make sure I have the cast in front of me. So I know who everyone is. Because I can't remember everyone's names. Okay? All right. This man, okay, Riley and Violet. We haven't met Violet officially yet, but this mother father already has an investigator looking into whether or not this woman is just bamboozling him. Isn't he Jamaican? His father made some curry goat or something like that in this episode. Poor Riley, he doesn't trust her already. He's looking for an investigator. The investigator says 80% of the people that he investigates usually are scammers. Heather Dubrow leftover sushi says, he's cute, but he has a lot of girlfriends though, and I foresee her being really uncomfortable with that. Like girlfriends or like girls that he's hooking up with? just look, I don't know. All right. So, okay, Riley, I don't know what to make of the situation until we meet this woman. I don't see this relationship working out, but he already is getting an investigator involved. Someone in my TikTok, Rochelle says, Riley is a passport, bro. I mean, look. Okay, let me talk about this story. David and Sheila. 90 Day Fiancé, oh my, Yes, women who are friends. That's yeah, because we did meet one of his female friends this week. I don't know how she's going to handle that. She can't handle the whole situation of his image on social media either. So anyways, David, first off, because I'm transparent. I love David being a part of the show. We were just talking about 90 Day Fiancé the other way and how Gabriel was so open about his transition and things like that. Things that you should never ask someone that's transitioning. Let them be forthright with sharing that information. Happy Pride Month. But getting David on the show, a man that is deaf, hearing his story, but I will tell you this, every once in a while when there's dead quiet in the house, I'm like, what? Because you're watching a show and then it's dead quiet because he's signing. I was like, wait a minute. It happens to me every time. But it makes you really pay attention to his story. First of all, last week, David, we were introduced to him, his story, how his parents sent him away to a deaf school. I guess the family never learned ASL, sign language. Then this week, he's preparing for his trip to meet his girlfriend who lives in the Philippines. So we meet the girlfriend. He met the girlfriend in like a Facebook group for people that are deaf. And I guess she might be losing her hearing, but she also doesn't know ASL. Here's the thing, and I'm always reminded of this, especially like when you're traveling, but when you watch shows like this, language, and I didn't think about this until this show with David's story, language, even sign language, the interpretation and the communication of those different languages between people are so complex. Just people speaking English to each other have miscommunication. And just the translation of different languages and sign language can be so complex. But I'm so grateful to 90 Day, because just when we thought that 90 Day had they don't have anything left in them. They don't have anything left in them. They come out this 90 Day Fiancé the other way, and this season now 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. David's story, I love seeing it. I'm not sure because, it's 90 Day Fiancé. Like, I want him to find love. I don't know if she's the woman for him. Based off what we saw this week, she seems to be really into him. She knows his situation. She is trying to learn ASL. And I never even thought about this. ASL, isn't that sort of like American English? So there's different forms of sign language in other countries. So I'm just like, oh, why didn't I even think about that? So he has me thinking about these things. He also had me thinking while he's in the airport. And this is why I think 90 Day Fiancé producers are doing this. They want us to experience the world through David's eyes. Because they could easily put a, translator that's speaking what he's saying. No. They're intentionally giving us these moments with David so that we can experience how the world might feel to him. What? This is why I love psychology. Let's unpack some of this. When he went to the airport, we take for granted, first of all, people already have like nervous energy when they go to the airport because they're like, where is everything? What am I doing? Blah, 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 blah. And this is why I kind of give people grace when they start acting a fool at the airport, even though you shouldn't. I think that's anxiety translating in other ways. And part of the reason why people drink when they go to the airport. Thank you, Chocolate Soul. Yeah, that's what ASL stands for. American Sign Language. But I never thought about it. You don't think about these things. You don't think about these things until something like this happened. Again, why representation matters. So when he goes to the airport and him talking about the challenges that he has to, think about, because you already know, my last trip to Denmark, they switched our gate multiple times, but they always make that announcement over the loudspeaker. And even then, depending on the airport, you're like, what? What did you say? I mean, the great thing about today, you have apps that will notify you, like the Delta app. That's what I use a lot. The Delta app will be like, your gate has changed, or they'll send you a text message as well. I don't know if these other apps do. I'm assuming that they do, depending on, I guess, the airline. See, look, Mama Allie says, I drink a lot at the airport to have the courage to get on the plane. See, and people are nervous flyers. So I can only imagine, and I love the producers for giving us this experience and David opening up about his experience traveling. And he hasn't flown international in years, he says. So he's really nervous, but he's going to go see his woman. You see what love will make you do? You see what love will make you do? Wait, hold on. Lou says, don't make excuses for Joseline at the airport. I was not making excuses for that. I'm not making excuses for a lot of the crazy behavior that we see at the airport, but in back of my mind, because a lot of you you always just pick a side. No, because in the back of my mind, I'm always saying to myself, well, that's why I torque on the fence. Because I really do in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe, maybe. But I'm loving David's story. I'm loving that he's sharing his story and sharing his life because, look, everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. I hope this works out for him with Sheila. We get to meet Sheila this week and her life and her family life over there in the Philippines. And she has it hard. She has it hard. She said they just had a typhoon. They lost their roof. She has to go fetch water that's not at her house. She has to get 2 large buckets of water to bring it to her home. Like, we take some of our stuff here in the United States for granted. There are people over there struggling. But she's got a new boo, and she's dressing up for him. I'm interested to see their story. I think it could work out for them. Exactly. Heather Dubrow's I always forget your real name, Heather Dubrow's Leftover Sushi, but I met your cousin, right? I met your cousin at BravoCon. Heather Rose Leftover Sushi says, protect David at all costs. This franchise needs a relationship win. I feel like she really does like him, right? I feel like she does. All right. And look, Nicole, I meant to talk about this, Nicole, but I forgot because I wanted, I like to sit down and research my stories. I did not have a time to research all the other updates with Chica and Zanique, Tiny's daughter, Tiny Harris from Escape, because she had her daughters in first class and they were, having a good time. Or her babies in class. I don't remember what they are. But Chica's been coming at the kids on social media. You know Chica the rapper. Some of you don't even know who Chica is. She's become more known for these types of things on social media and things that she says on social media than for her rapping career. And she's a really good rapper. But now she's coming for the children on social media. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I was in first class the other day. I was in first class flying back from London. Look. It was my birthday. Come on. Flying back from London, and there was a baby in first class, and the baby was screaming. I said, in my head, but I didn't say anything. I didn't go on social media. I didn't say nothing, but I thought to myself in my head, baby's in first class? I thought this was why you paid the money, so you don't have those problems. I think they upgraded though. I think they did like one of those free upgrades because there was a lot of room. But Chica, wrong road, homegirl, wrong road. Why are you coming after? Well, look, a way to talk about her. A way to talk about her. Annette, thank you so much for being a member. Annette says, I'm fairly a new sub. 1 month. I love how you touch a little bit of everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Justin, I had it. I was not that bothered, but I did notice it. I do have the AirPods and the sound cancel. I was like, okay. All right. But I was just like, damn, can I watch a movie? Anyways, the baby wasn't that bad. The baby was a very good traveler for a 7-hour flight. Baby was overall very good. But I also didn't go on social media complaining about it. All right, so back to 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, because I do not want to forget about this show like we did last week. I'm loving it. I hope the best for David in this situation. I really do. I really, really do. Melissa and Nicola. Oh, no, not Melissa. Misha and Nicola. Okay, we haven't really seen a lot about them just yet. So I'm not going to talk about them until I have comments to mention about them. But she's also on this season. Okay? This couple we have not met yet this week. I thought we were going to meet them this week. Did I miss this? No, I watched the entire episode. I don't know. This is what Statler and Dempsey. I felt like maybe they'll give us a preview for the season, and that's why. Carol, thank you so much for getting our merch, guys. Don't forget our Pride merch. I'm loving the quality. Carolyn, let me know how you like your shirt and the quality. I'm loving the quality of this shirt. I could have probably got this a little smaller. Just saying. But yeah, our Pride merch is now available. And guys, there are some other stuff that will be coming that look at us, y'all. Look at us. Come on, embroidered. Come on, embroidered. Look, it's far better than embezzled. Which I have over here too. Like, I support it. All right. Anyways. Okay. Thank you. Sure. So I was about to say, did I miss this? Because I remember seeing the preview. So we didn't miss them yet. All right. That's fine. But I did want to talk about the only person I really wanted to talk about was David and Sheila this week, to be honest with you. All right. Who else? Who else is there? Oh, wait, no, that was from last week. Let me just move that out. So I'm excited for this new season of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. I'm already loving the couples, but stay tuned. This is what we continue to cover on Tuesday Takeover. So if you enjoy 90 Day Fiancé and all of the spinoffs, this is when we cover them here. And we will be adding timestamps for you guys. Since we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé, let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise. Oh, goodness. We didn't get this couple this week. However, we didn't get this couple this week either. Apparently next week, though, his other woman that he's in love with will be coming. Poor Lydia. Woo, 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 Lydia. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, Lydia. They just want to be on television. Carlos and Valentine. So Carlos meets up with the woman that pretty much broke up the wedding. But she was like, she seems very sweet, his friend, Carlos's friend. She's just like, I told you, I don't see that with you. I'm already in a relationship. She's like, this is why your wedding broke up. Let's be honest. The real reason why their wedding has broken up, and I haven't seen the other seasons where Carlos and Valentine have been on, but we already talked about this. There are two tops in a relationship.
How you doing?
They are two tops in a relationship. Oh, thank you, Foxy. Foxy says, you forgot Jasmine and Gino. Did I forget? Did I forget? It's the same story. And Foxy's referring to Jasmine and Gino on 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. Did I forget? I mean, there's not a lot to report yet in regards to this couple, but it's the same issue. Their sex life is terrible. Jasmine is Jasmine. The way she slobbed him down when he got to the airport, and then her makeup was all over her face. That apartment's really nice in Panama City, that view that they had, but it's $3,000 a month. American dollars, right? American dollars. Oh, thank you guys. I did forget about Tyra. You know why? Because Tyra got catfished. I'm sorry. No, come on. Hold on. Let me bring up Look, we'll move into 90 Day Love in Paradise in a second because I don't have a lot to say about that. But let me just show you. Oh, poor thing. So he's a part of an elite group. Oh, thing. Woo, 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 Tyrene. Woo, woo, woo. Poor thing. Oh, Lord, this poor kid. Well, he's not a kid. How old is this guy? It tells me right here. He's 33. He's not a kid. He got catfished. His Bayesian princess, his Bayesian queen, is actually a man.
How you doing?
It's actually a man. Exactly, RHOA. That's probably why I'm not really interested in Jasmine and Gino's story. Again, it's about the family worrying that Jasmine's just here for the money. They need to get a prenup. Look, come on. I mean, I will continue to follow them and we'll talk about them, but this is who we need to talk about. Tyra finds this out. Poor thing. Woo, 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 Tyra. Poor Tyra but I can't say poor Tyra. He was talking to this woman, allegedly, Carmela, 27 from Barbados. If that's your real name. It's not. It's not. So we find out it's a catfish. The producers pull him to the side and say, we want to tell you that this person is actually a man. They're not real. They're not who they say they are. We find out that Tyra went to Barbados to meet Carmela, and she was like, it's a pandemic. I can't come. He's been talking to this woman for 4 years. And they haven't video chatted. Like at this point, we all have seen catfish or heard of catfish. I can't even feel sorry for you, but look, Tyra might be a little woo, 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 woo. And I feel like his siblings were like they feel sorry for him because he's such a sweet person. But yes, you can be a sweet person, but you can also be less than smart. 4 years of talking to someone and you haven't video chatted someone? Look, I'm not going on a blind date without seeing a picture. Several pictures. Yes, and I know what you're thinking. That's not a blind date, Kempire. I'm not doing a blind date. I need to see who I'm seeing. And I need to see several pictures. And this is what I tell you guys, especially when I've talked about this on the podcast, when you're doing your dating profiles, don't be putting up one picture. Don't be putting up pictures from 10 years ago or 30 years ago. Be honest, because when those people show up, they're going to see the real you. Okay, I catfished someone on my Tinder. Oh, wait, no. It wasn't my fault. It was Tinder's fault. Tinder said I was 5'6". I was like, this is a catfish.
Lies. The lies.
I was like, Tinder, you got me out here catfishing folks unintentionally. Telling them I'm 5'6" and they meet me and they're like this. 5'6"? Look, looks aren't everything, but there still has to be a level of attraction. And the fact that he just went by pictures for 4 long, lonely years. When we are in the age of video chat, I want to feel sorry for you, Tyree, but I can't. I can't. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with this storyline for the rest of the season? We're done, right? I feel bad for him, though. Oh, whoa, Tyree. Whoa. Can we find him a real boo? This is where we should move him from this show and move him to Match Me Abroad. Because then at least he'll have a matchmaker. Gino and Jasmine. What is going on? Send me a picture with 3 fingers up. Is that your rule? So you can know that they're real pictures to avoid catfishing? See, Christina says, yes, give the dating app advice. I'm gonna do a new podcast reminding you folks what you need to do on these dating apps. Just saying. All right, Tyree, good luck. All right, I don't have a lot to say about Love in Paradise. Where's my Love in Paradise thing? I don't have a lot to say about Love in Paradise. Hold on, let me just bring up the cast. So I have everybody in my face because y'all know. Love in Paradise. Guys, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. This is our Tuesday takeover where we cover a variety of hot topics and reality TV and pop culture news. All right, right now we're talking a little bit about 90 Day Fiancé. Where's my cast of folks? Hold on, y'all. So we just talked a little bit about Valentine and Carlos. But here's the thing. The thing with Valentine and Carlos, let me just bring them up. The thing with them, I think everyone would have thought that these two would have broken up regardless. They've been fighting for a very long time. But I also told you that they're 2 tops because you guys told me that because I missed that element. I missed that element about them being 2 tops. And that is not impossible. I'm not going to say what I said already multiple times about 2 tops in a relationship. I know people that are very similar in relationships and they have like open relationships. So they're still able to get their pleasure, but they get other things from the relationship. Okay? Where is the cast information? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get I'm trying to remember. Mind you, I just watched this episode this morning, but I need to remember everybody in the episode. Hold on, y'all. Let me just see. Don't they have a little cast thing? No, it's all right. Let me see if they have it back here. All right. Who else did I want to talk about in this cast? Oh, I remember now. What's her name? Where's my picture of her? Don't I have a picture of her? No, I have Lydia, but I know I need a picture of the other young lady with the boyfriend that works on the cruise, and she's pregnant by him. And apparently there was a woman alleging that he cheated on her with her. And now he's saying that, well, no, it's part of my job to be flirtatious. Flirtatious. Okay. I mean, it is, bartenders are supposed to do that, but I don't know how people are in relationships with this, especially when people are starting to say that, oh, he cheated. He was overly flirtatious. He's saying that she read too much into it. You know what? Straight glass, get out of here. Straight glass, get out of here. This is not Kempire After Dark. He says, I know tops who wants me to top them, but I'm not masculine enough to date them. The shade. Oh my.
How you doing?
Yo. Straight glass, that was hilarious. Thank you for that. I needed it. Hold on. Where is my picture of this couple? Because there's way too many 90 Day Fiancé couples back here. I wish I had a picture of this couple, y'all. I apologize. I always, when I feel like I'm fully 100% prepared, there's always one element. I'm like, oh, damn it, I forgot to bring this other image. Anyways, but you guys, if you watch Love in Paradise, 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise, you know who I'm talking about. So she's pregnant. She meets the family this time. They make the big announcement that she's pregnant. And we find out that he lost his parents. He just lost his mom. And you know what it reminded me of? There's a sector of folks that, we lost a lot of people during the pandemic. And him pointing out that he lost his mom to, during the pandemic to, the virus. I was just like, damn, there's a sector of people that all have that same story from the last 3 years. And he got really emotional. And they said if it's a girl, they're going to name the girl after his mom, Lucia. He's already going, Jessica and Juan. Thank you so much, Gigi. I'm trying to find a photo of them, but for some reason I can't see a photo of them, which is weird. It's all right, though. I thought I had a photo. Guess not. Anyway, they got photos of everybody else. Danielle and Johan, because apparently they were on Love in Paradise too, season 3. Anyways, so Jessica and Juan have their issues, and the issue is that he's going back on the cruise. He's going back on the cruise, and she's worried about him cheating again. But he says he didn't cheat. He was just being flirtatious as part of the job. That's how he gets the tips. I mean, she's not going to really have to worry about this when he moves to the U.S. because I'm sure he'll be working, a regular job where he's not away for 6 months. She is going to go see him again in like a couple of months, but this is like her last day there. And she already has 2 young boys who seem to gravitate really well with him. I don't know if I believe him. The friend is planning to confront him because apparently she has more information about this other woman who reached out to her and claimed that she slept with him. Oh, so sorry, guys, for your loss. Joe No says, lost my father. People don't realize how many healthy folks the virus took. It's true. And also, hold on. Oh, this mouse is not moving the way I need it to move. Maloney, thank you so much. Maloney says, Justin, I lost my big brother last Wednesday. I feel you. Sending love. Justin, too. Shout out to anyone that has lost someone. But you know what we always say here when we have these things happen in our lives? It's a reminder to those that are still here to live more fully. But shout out to all of you that may have lost someone during the pandemic or recently. Okay. So anyways, why can't I get the full cast? This is annoying me. Look, this is annoying me. We didn't get any Lydia this week. We only got stories from, of course, Jessica and Juan. We also got stories from Carlos and Valentine. And there was someone else. And it wasn't the doctor. We're going to see her next week. And Lydia's situation, we're going to see again next week. All right? Let me say thank you. We did get a couple of super chats that I didn't get to. Subby Par, thank you so much for another super chat. Subby Par says, low key, I think you're on point, but I'll hold you down behind the scenes. Beautiful. Thank you, Subby Par. What is happening here? It's me, MK. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, shoulders. Threw me off when I entered. Thank you so much for the super chat. Guys, this is just to promote the tanks. We got some new tank tops, okay, over at houseofkempire.com for Pride Month, all right? Sis on the Move is here in the live chat. We appreciate her being here as well. Sis on the Move says, what about the gaslighting story on 90 Day? Which one? Come on, I need you to give me names. I can't remember. I feel like everyone's getting gaslit on these shows. Sister on the Move, thank you for another super chat. Oh, she says, ignore my first message since you are now talking about the catfish couple. Oh. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting as always and for being one of our King's Guards as well. Julie, thank you so much for the super. Julie, where you been? No, she's here. Julie's always here. Just popped in to hit the like button. Thank you. And send a super chat. Thank you so much, Julie. We appreciate you supporting the channel. Guys, you can also support the channel by liking the video. You can also support by sharing the video, sharing the channel as well, and checking out some of our other content and following us on social media at The Kempire on Twitter and at Kempire on TikTok. This is where we have our watch parties, like for Housewives in New Jersey. Tonight's the last part. All right. Where do I want to go? All right, we're going to go into some pop culture news. Let's go into some pop culture news because I do want to talk about Joseline Hernandez. Okay. Let me pull up this Joseline situation because she has officially... Look, we talked about this last week, and I told you something about Joseline is just off to me. I don't know what's going on with her. A lot of you have alleged that it might be, stuff. Okay. Well, she's making headlines again this week because she was locked up. She was arrested. Homegirl was arrested this week for getting in a fight with Big Lex. And I know you're probably thinking, who the hell is Big Lex? Damned if I know. Well, apparently Big Lex was also on her show on Zeus. You know her show, Joseline's Cabaret. Okay, Joseline's Cabaret. I didn't watch that show, y'all. But apparently they had some sort of brawl. I don't know what the brawl was over. I don't know if we have any information at this point what the brawl was over. But what we do know, I'm sure you've seen the footage, and I don't even like watching stuff like that. But I did for research, look for research. Now, homegirl has been arrested. All right? Joseline has been arrested. I'm sure if you saw the footage, not only was Joseline beating down on this woman, it felt like all those men that were there that could have easily broken up this situation could have stepped in, and they didn't. So for me, all of them should be locked up. Joseline's husband also is there yelling at the woman in her face. So a lot of us, we were talking on Friday about the physical battle that happened between Amber Rose and Joseline Hernandez on Celebrity Edition of College Hill. And I already said Joseline's behavior from the moment she came into the house felt very antagonistic, bullying. But a lot of you are like, I don't like Amber Rose. Amber Rose doesn't, she uses color when she wants to use it. Okay. However, I kept on telling you guys, I feel like her behavior is volatile, that it's bullying. And I'm not surprised by this fight. But now, homegirl has been locked up and she's facing 4 charges. 4 charges, including battery and a resisting arrest. So our friends over at Local 10 write this. They said the reality TV star... First of all, hold on, Joseline, because we gotta show all the things. Hold on, let me just bring this up so you guys can see. I'm not showing y'all the fight, so don't think I'm gonna show y'all the fight. I'm not showing y'all that fight. Look, because I don't know what Joseline Hernandez was thinking. I blame Zeus. Because I think Zeus gives these people a false sense of reality, meaning that you think you can fight on this platform and you won't have consequences. Like, she probably thought she was still on the Zeus network when she was getting into this physical altercation. Jono says, you can always see that hazy, faraway look in her eyes. I agree. And her behavior is often irritant, erratic. The cabaret show should have something really good, and she ruined it. Could have been something really good, and she ruined it with her behavior. I don't think that if it was on another platform, I would be like, yes, this could have been a great thing for her. But I feel as if Zeus, and look, everyone to each their own. It's not my type of thing. But I feel like, no, she's going to put this show on Zeus. They're encouraging this type of behavior. And if you saw the video footage of Joseline Hernandez in this beatdown, this homegirl got jumped. Big Lex got jumped. Her wig was pulled off. Joseline had her in a headlock. Here's the thing about these physical altercations. And I know this has stirred people talking about, like the Monique situation that happened on reality TV. And we were just talking about what happened with Amber Rose and Joseline on College Hill Celebrity Edition. Please let me tell you something. And this is for anyone, meaning girl, guy, young, old, because I know some people are like, she's too old for this. Look, even if you are 20 years old, all it takes is the wrong chokehold or a punch to the head, that could mean your freedom. You could end up in jail because you just maybe disabled someone or someone has died because of, I was defending myself and I got into a fight. Was it worth it? Because the way that she was beating on this woman, that woman she's lucky to be with us. And at one point, Joseline, oh my goodness. Because I don't know if this guy was a security guy, this big white guy. I don't know if he was a security person, but Joseline was slapping this man in the face, like hard. And I was saying this to myself. I don't condone violence, but I wouldn't be upset if that man defended himself and responded. Because the way that she was slapping, I was like... But that entire situation, that entire fight was disgusting. And that was not even for Zeus. That was just Joseline on a normal day. So our friends over at Local 10, they said the reality TV star was arrested on Monday, a day after getting into a brawl with another reality TV personality and rapper during the Floyd Mayweather versus John Gotti III fight. Who won? Look, who won? I don't care. Floyd probably. And Floyd probably would have won even if he lost, meaning that he cashed in on the whole business side of it. And this happened down in Florida. Of course, perfect. So cell phone video, and that's the other thing. Did you guys, if you watched the video, did you see all of the people videotaping this? So in the video, you see Joseline Hernandez, who's 36 years old, beating on Big Lex, who's 26 years old. The video shows Hernandez putting Lex, whose top became undone during the melee, in a headlock and beating on her before two men separate them. So they reiterate what is heard in the video. Hernandez previously starred on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, as you know, and Joseline's Cabaret, which also featured Big Lex as well. According to TMZ, Hernandez didn't stop her attack at Lex, but appeared to throw punches at random people, including men. At one point, an unknown woman threw a drink at Hernandez's direction, but then got chased out the building. So as I said to you before, Joseline faces charges of battery, trespassing, and resisting an officer with violence. So that also makes me, I know some people are going to say, well, you don't have to be, if you're just ignorant and you just this type of personality, you're going to fight regardless. But the fact that she was fighting police with violence, So Local 10 News has requested a copy of the arrest report from the Sunrise Police Department. As of Monday afternoon, she was being held at the Paul Ryan Detention Facility. Mayweather, Gotti, and their teams also brawled in the ring Sunday after Gotti was disqualified in the sixth for continuous holding. But he's not a real boxer, right, John Gotti? Isn't that what the Gotti's son? Or Gotti's grandson? Probably his grandson. Wasn't there on that reality show? I didn't watch. You know I don't watch this stuff, y'all. This stuff don't hold my attention. Attendees told the Local 10 that fights also broke out between fans in the stands. Oh, see, I'm glad. Not that I would have went anyway, but see, this is why I can't go to these functions. Cause y'all be acting up. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. The Sanderson sister says, this is so disappointing after her Drink Champs interview. She seemed like she was on the right path. And she had recently publicly said that this was like she had a performance. Yes, she's a performer. She had a performance and she said that this was her first time doing it sober. So I really thought, I was like, maybe she's on the right path. Look, maybe. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. It's sad. It's a sad situation. All right. Moving along. Where do I want to go from there? Oh, I know where I want to go. Hold on. Let's talk about Kenya Moore. All right. We're going to talk about Kenya Moore really quickly. So it's been a while since we've gotten a full update on Kenya Moore and her divorce from that man. Marc Daly. And apparently, Marc Daly is accusing Kenya of holding this divorce up because, that's sort of been the narrative. He's holding this divorce up. She's done multiple interviews claiming that he's holding this divorce up. Okay? So according to Radar Online, it seems to be to the contrary. Hold on, let me just... Hold on, yeah, there we go. All right. So according to Radar Online, they said, according to newly filed court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, Marc claimed that the two reached a partial settlement agreement and permanent parenting on May... Not my birthday. Come on now. Anyways, so they said that they reached a partial settlement agreement and permanent parenting plan on May 11th. He said the deal was reached after mediation for 7.5 hours. Kenya had her lawyer, but Marc was without an attorney. You may have heard about that already. After he was dropped by his former rep, we're told he has since retained new counsel. Marc said that the mediator sent partial settlement agreement and permanent parenting plan to the parties and Kenya's lawyer. He said he signed the documents on May 17th and the mediator signed the documents on May 19th. Marc claimed Kenya has failed to sign the settlement documents. He said her actions, quote, reflect her continued attempt to expand these proceedings. Further, Marc has demanded Kenya be ordered to pay him attorney fees for having to bring this motion. The settlement did not cover all the outstanding issues, and the two are still scheduled to appear in court later this month for a divorce trial. As Radar Online previously reported, the couple agreed that Kenya will have primary custody of Brooklyn, with Marc having visitation because he lives here in New York. However, Kenya has opposed Marc's demands. He is awarded a cut of her Georgia home, the pad where she lived during their marriage and before their marriage. Before Kenya filed for divorce, Marc attempted to block her from having Brooklyn appear on The Real Housewives of Atlanta without his approval. She did end up winning that battle. Although you don't see a lot of Brooklyn, you see enough. And part of the reason why that Kenya said this, so like, my show, my job is about my life. It's about my life. All right. So he's accusing Kenya of holding up this finalization of their divorce. This is his side of the situation. It will be interesting why they have not moved forward. Maybe they're not happy with the final agreements. Lies and Lace Fronts. I love this name. Lies and Lace Fronts. It's not Kempire's birthday being a major contributor in this divorce negotiation. I was in London, though. I have no involvement. So I know what some people that are going to think is Kenya holding this up for because for a storyline? I don't think so, because I feel like her storyline has already moved away from this divorce, because I think a lot of people want to move on from this divorce. I think maybe she's not happy with the particulars of this this partial settlement. This is only a partial settlement. There's still other details that they have to figure out. This is sad. This is sad. And the thing is, what's even sadder is that she's forever connected to this man. I just wish that I hope next season we can talk about her not being divorced, about her being divorced. I think Kenya, next season you should throw a big divorce party. Can we all just have a celebration? I need this to be over. I need it to be over. But he's accusing Kenya of the one holding up this divorce, allegedly. Oh, this is a good question. Hold on, but let me say thank you. Thank you, Renell, for the super chat. Renell says, Big Alex has been saying it's on-site online for the past 2 years. Oh. FD said he spoke, he said he spoke with someone close, and what she actually was arrested for was not the Big Alex fight. Number 3, as adults fighting is wrong. Thank you for the super chat, Renell. Yeah, based on what it sounds like she was arrested for a couple of other things because you heard within the charges trespassing and the other one was resisting arrest. We didn't see her getting arrested in that fight. I mean, so I wouldn't be surprised. Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. Candace says, I think the Floyd Gotti fight ended early due to a brawl in the ring. Yes, we've just reported that. Floyd's people and Tati's people, Gotti's people, started fighting. The fight was on Zeus. I know. I at least I knew that much. Thank you, Candace, for the super chat. Ebony, thank you so much for the super chat. Ebony says, whose divorce is more messy, Kenya's or Kim's? Well, look, Kim Zolciak Biermann's divorce just began. Her divorce just began. So there's not much to go by just yet because her divorce already is 10 times more messier than Kenya's because we didn't see any of this stuff playing out on social media in regards to Kenya and Marc going at it. Yes, we've heard little things here and there, but mostly it's been like in court stuff. Kim and Kroy's stuff is on social media. They got cops coming to the house. I have to say, Kim's divorce is far more messy, and it just began. They just filed for divorce. Kenya's been divorcing Marc for a few years now. I know she said that she was married for 5 years. All right. Anyways, let me move on. Because we're talking about Kenya more from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we did 2 stories in regards to NeNe Leakes. So a lot of fans were very upset this past Sunday when they saw that producers and editors and the executives decided to take NeNe out of the season 4 promo that they used in the clips when they were highlighting Kandi and Marlo's relationship over the years. And I said this yesterday, and we'll say it again, and some of you were saying it in the comment section. They really didn't even need to include that particular promo. But it feels like they were intentionally being petty. I did a video explaining to you guys some information in regards to the settlement everyone keeps referring to. Everyone keeps referring to NeNe, per NeNe's settlement, they're not to use her likeness. There was no settlement yet. Be sure to check out that video, but I'll briefly tell you here. There was no settlement, according to my sources. There is no settlement yet. This situation, that lawsuit that she dismissed, has now been moved to mediation per her Bravo contract. If you missed our video on that, be sure to check that out. So we were talking about that. NeNe has since responded on social media. We talked about that as well. She basically is saying hold on, do I have the tweet here? Where is it? Do I have it here? Oh, yeah. So NeNe said this in her tweet. Thank you, Tweety Pies, for all of your DMs and comments. I see everything you are sending to me. It's really just a shame people can do these things and get away with it. If you only really knew. Well, since then, NeNe and Naomi, the news about their relationship, that apparently they've broken up. NeNe threw some subliminals on social media about narcissism and the definition of narcissism. And if you saw my video today, I said, well, NeNe, based off this definition of narcissism, I mean, some people could say it about you. She's like, narcissists do not have the ability to self-reflect, NeNe. They cannot see anything wrong with what they do, and they only see fault in your reaction, NeNe. They believe every argument is caused by you because to them, there was no problem with their actions until you reacted to them, NeNe. They 100% believe you are the problem and they are the victim. Andy Cohen. No, I'm playing. So, and I know some people find it difficult. Some people find it difficult to, they're fans of NeNe. They believe in what NeNe has done for the franchise. So they sort of struggle with calling NeNe out for sometimes her hypocrisy. Because you also know in that video that I did this morning in regards to the story, NeNe has said before, keep my name out of your mouth. So that's what they're doing. But also you have sued us and said that we are racist and discriminatory. It might be true. But you know what I mean? So I wanted to talk briefly about that, but I talk about this at length in the video that I posted this morning. All right. Moving on. You know what we normally do with the Real Housewives of Atlanta and for Tuesday Takeover, we talk about the ratings. You know, last night we had an exclusive interview with Silas Cooper from the spinoff for Summer House Martha's Vineyard. So if you missed that video interview, I actually posted the video interview so you can actually see him and see his body language. All right, in regards to our questions for him. So be sure to check out that video. I posted that this morning. It's been a busy morning. But shout out to Martha's Vineyard. They have a season high in viewers. All right. Shout out to our friends over at TVD. You know that's where we always go for our ratings. So Summer House Martha's Vineyard ratings for this week's episode, their 6th episode. You know, it's been sort of like teetering, but it did very well this weekend. So they had a 0.15 demo, the demo of 18 to 49, which is ideal for advertisers, and for their live viewers. And this is just their live viewers. This is not talking about Peacock. You know how many people watch things on Peacock, the social media engagement, people that watch later. So for Sunday night's live views, they had 487,000 viewers. And this marks a season high for the new show. Okay, so congratulations to them for that. Let's talk about the ladies of the Real Housewives, because a lot of you said you're not watching it, you're only watching my reviews, you find the season boring. Well, they experience a season highs in views too. All right. Y'all are so shady in the chat. So Real Housewives of Atlanta's 6th episode for season 15, they had a 0.27 in their demo, which is up this week as well. And for their live viewers, and this, again, I'm reminding you, not that I need to, but some people forget, this is just live viewers. This is not counting Peacock's views. Apparently, they're experiencing, Candy talked about this on her Speak On It as well. She says, yeah, we're not concerned about the views. She said they're doing very well on Peacock, the show. 921,000 live viewers on Sunday night. I thought y'all weren't watching. I thought y'all weren't watching. I thought y'all weren't watching. Claire, y'all are so shady. Claire says, not Summer House Martha's Vineyard, a new show beating Love and Marriage Huntsville. Carlos King, step to the front. And I mean, look, when you see 921,000 views, how many times? That's like 3 times as much as, almost 3 times as much as Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, I'm just saying, come on. Okay, well, since we're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, you want to know their viewership for this week? Well, this is their 6th season, all right, episode 10. Damn, this demo was low. 0.05 demo in the demo of 18 to 49. That's very low for the demo. And their live viewers was 339,000 viewers. Here's the thing. I would say, yeah, it probably goes up when you watch it on the app, the Discovery app. They stop uploading the episodes to the Discovery app. So I can't even tell you, yes, the viewers are going to go up there. But look, I didn't think it was that bad of an episode. We recapped it. If you missed our recap, go check out our recap of that and Bell Collective. TVDs, can y'all do a Bell Collective one? I want to know what their views are. I need to just go to Nielsen and check for myself. But I rely on, people that have the time. I don't have time. Also, shout out to our friends over at TVDs. They have the exclusive. Speaking of the Real Housewives of Potomac, they're exclusive right in regards to Potomac. They've been getting all the exclusive for Potomac. You got a leak in the cast. Anyways. So they said that RHOP cast is heading to the Dominican Republic for the final season 8 trip. Sources confirmed to TVDs exclusively. According to their insiders, Mia Thornton, Candace Dillard-Bassett, Ashley Darby, Karen Huger, Giselle Bryant, Robin Dixon still there, and Wendy Osefo are leaving tomorrow for the Dominican Republic and will be there for the next week. New housewife Nneka Ehem is also joining the cast for the final trip of the RHOP season 8. So shout out to our friends over at TVD. So the ladies are heading over to the Dominican Republic. I really would love for them to go somewhere else. I feel like, okay, we did Mexico, now we're doing the Dominican Republic. Can't we go somewhere else that's different? Like, where can we go? Like, I mean, look, I don't know if they have the budget. Let's go to South Africa. Remember the days when they used to do trips? Like, even the cast of Atlanta went to Portugal. Can we do something different? Can we go to Japan? Can we go to Bali? Can we go to India? Ooh, have they ever gone to India? But I guess the trip ain't, I guess the budget's not budgeting. All right. Moving on. Let me look at my notes because, look, I'm covering so much stuff that I forget to certain things. All right. Let me move on into this other situation. So since we're talking about the Real Housewives, I did want to quickly tell you guys, not only are the Real Housewives of Potomac going to the Dominican Republic, we have another Housewives show going to St. Barts. As you know, the Real Housewives of New York legacy show fell apart, and they finally decided that they're going to go, bring it together, but do it sort of like an ultimate girls trip. And you already seen the cast. The cast, okay. But I don't know if you guys remember, as I said, some people are speculating online that maybe there might be some surprise guests. And I said it would be amazing if they could get Bethany Frankel. Well, Ramona posted this Instagram story, and some people are saying that they feel like they can hear Bethany in the background. And I wouldn't put it past Ramona for ruining this whole situation for Bravo to make this a surprise, because she did that before. Look at the Teresa's wedding. All right. So let me show you this clip.
4 a.m. I never got up this early. I'm next to my girl, Kristen, who flew in from California to be with us.
I'm wide awake.
And the wildest thing is, oh my God, there's an advertisement on. I wanted to show you that you wouldn't believe it, that Orange County was on TV.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, that's kind of profound.
We're doing vertical and they want horizontal.
They're off to St. Barts, the crew. We got KBK. No, KKB, sorry. KKB. We got her, the girl. And, okay. We're ready to take off.
Let me play it one more time for you guys. It's hard to hear. It's hard to hear, but you notice how she's like showing you who everyone is back there, but she doesn't point out Dorinda. I feel like Dorinda was talking to Bethany. I don't know, but some people feel as if they could hear Bethany in the background. But normally, I forgot how many people usually go for Ultimate Girls Trip, but it's usually quite a few ladies. The only people they announced were like 5 or 6. I can't remember. Let me just play it one more time for you guys.
4 a.m. I never got up this early. I'm next to my girl, Kristen, from California.
I'm wide awake.
This thing, oh my God, on. You wouldn't believe how many.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Doing vertical horizontal.
They're off to St. Barts, the crew. We got KBK. No, KKB, sorry. KKB. We got her, the girl. And, okay. We're ready to take off.
I feel like I heard Bethany too. But I wouldn't be surprised that they're going to have some surprises for this season. They're going to need it because based off the cast that we have so far for Ultimate Girls Trip for the RHONY Legacy that they're doing, I'm not that interested. I'm not that I mean, will I watch? If you guys tell me to. Maybe. I'm not that interested though. Justin says that Bethany's been talking too fondly of Andy lately. I believe she's on. But I also believe that she did do it. She's getting paid a lot of money to do it. Because she said that'd be the only way that she would return. And only way she would really return, I believe Jill Zarin said this. Bethany would probably do it if it was Ultimate Girls Show because it's 1 week versus doing an entire season. And then Candace says, I'm not watching with Ramona. I mean, that was the whole reason why they canceled the show was because they didn't want to answer for Ramona. Telearm had a comment in regards to NeNe. How are you going to break up with a married man? I don't know. Ebony, thank you so much for the super chat. Ebony says, who's divorced? Oh, I already read this already before. Thank you, Ebony, for the super chat. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. Sharon says, Peacock took that promo out. Oh, did they? I gotta, wait, no, they didn't. If they did it after I watched it on Peacock yesterday. Because I definitely saw it. It's at the top of the episode. Just saying. All right. Anyways. All right. Let's move on. We talked about that. Oh. Real Housewives of New Jersey, you know we will be recapping tomorrow. Real Housewives of New Jersey's sneak peek came out yesterday? Probably yesterday. Where is it? I know I have it here. I want to play this clip for you guys in regards to Gia. So, you know, you may have heard the rumors that Gia calls or they call Gia during the reunion. Well, the sneak peek proves that they did call Gia during the reunion to ask whether or not she told her uncle that he could do better than Melissa. There are a lot of other stuff coming about the Gorgas this week. Joe Gorga in college, Joe Gorga lawsuits. Look, Real Housewives of New Jersey recap tomorrow. But let me just play this little clip for you guys.
For you? Of course
I'm going to call my daughter right now.
I'm going to make this up?
I'm calling my daughter right now.
Like he would lie about something.
No, she's 22 years old. He's I can't believe
Hi, Mom.
Gia.
You should see the resort I'm at right now. It's beautiful.
I wish I was there,
She's
Gia.
at Coachella.
I wish I was at Coachella with you, Gia. It's
All
Andy
right,
Cohen.
ask her the question.
Hi, Andy.
Your mom just wanted to call you because the question is whether you told your uncle that he can do better than Melissa.
I called him regarding the wedding, saying that he should do the right thing, that Nono and Nono are looking down on them, and my mom wanted him to walk her down the aisle. I never told him that he could do better than my Aunt Melissa. And it's sad, Theo Joe, that you're trying to call me a liar.
Gia, have a blast at Coachella.
I mean, what do you believe? We will be recapping this episode tomorrow, guys, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our recap of the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 13. Final part of the reunion. I'm sure I'm happy just for it to be over. I'm mostly tired, not just tired of Joe, Melissa, and the Teresa drama. I'm tired of the fans because they have taken it to a whole other, and I'm tired of Louis. Tired of all of them. Look, all of them. All right, we'll talk more about that, but I wanted to play a clip of that. All right, moving on. Damn, let's talk about Tom Girardi. So Tom Girardi, you know, we became very familiar with him on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and his wife, his estranged wife at this point, Erika Jayne. Apparently she has a new boo. I don't know. That's a rumor on the street. Well, yesterday, the LA Times broke that a doctor has said that he is capable of standing trial based off her analysis. I'm not going to explain what they said, so I'm going to cite our sources, like as we always do here on the channel, from some attorneys. Our friends over the Bravo Docket posted this on social media. Be sure to follow them on all their platforms and check out their podcast. Again, the Bravo Docket. All right, let me just play this clip for you guys.
In the federal criminal proceedings out of California against Tom Girardi, the court ordered that each party was to retain their own expert to conduct a psychiatric or psychological examination of Tom Girardi to determine his competency to stand trial. The government's expert witness, neuropsychologist Dr. Diana Goldstein, conducted her own examination of Tom Girardi and issued an expert report in which she concluded that he is competent to stand for trial. However, that report was filed under seal, so we cannot see what she asked him, what she actually examined, and how she came to her conclusion. Neither can the government. Even though the evaluation was done by the government's expert witness, defense counsel, so Tom Girardi's counsel, had an opportunity to redact it for anything sensitive or potentially self-incriminating, which they did. Apparently, they made significant redactions to the 10-page report, such that the government couldn't even see what some of these conclusions were. And the reason that Tom Girardi's counsel gave was that they were trying to avoid or didn't want to violate his Fifth Amendment right to not self-incriminate. Tom Girardi's expert witness will conduct his or her own evaluation of Tom Girardi and determine competency and issue a similar report. We don't know if that one will be public. There will be a hearing on August 3rd, 2023, where both parties will argue on this issue and the court will eventually issue an order. If Tom Girardi is found to be mentally incompetent, the criminal proceedings against him will remain suspended and the court must order him into treatment.
Shout out to our friends over at the Bravo docket. Look, I could have explained this to you, but I feel it comes better from attorneys, don't you? I agree. Be sure to follow them on all social media, the Bravo docket, and check out their podcast. And as always, don't forget to rate and review their podcast as well. When you're over there, don't forget rate and review our podcast, Kempire Radio. So a lot of people are excited about this news because they're like, well, does that mean we might finally get justice? We still have to have another person get involved here on their side. A lot of people have speculated that Tom Girardi has been faking this situation. There's been a lot of speculation because of all of the charges that he could possibly face for stealing millions and millions of dollars, allegedly. Do I start to say allegedly? Somebody call Emily D. Baker or the Bravo docket. Because, I guess I don't have to say allegedly because some court cases he lost in regards to this. So yeah. So people are like, whoa, for this doctor to deem that he is competent enough to stand trial is interesting. Again, we don't know what was asked. We don't know what was involved in this situation. But I know a lot of people are feeling as if we knew it. We knew it. All right. All right. Moving on, guys. We're going to get back into some reality TV talk. We will take a couple of calls. I can't take a lot today because I have a lot going on. But be sure to check out some of the things that you already missed today, including our interview with Silas Cooper from Summer House Martha's Vineyard and our updated story on the NeNe Leakes situation, her breakup, the exclusive information in regards to her settlement that everyone has been talking about for months now. Be sure to check that out. All right. Look, I can't wait to see how that Tom Girardi situation turns out because, look, you think you can run from the law, but you can't run from Jesus. All right. Sharon insists, Shannon, I will go back and watch. Maybe they did edit it out after the hoopla yesterday. But like I said, I watched it on Peacock yesterday before the live show, and it was still there. But she said, Kempire Peacock edited it out of the promo. All right. I'll go back and check. All right, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go from here? I guess I can go into briefly, and I will drop the call-in link for our members first. Let me just do that first. Members, I'm going to drop the call-in link for you on the community tab here on YouTube. All right. And then we can talk briefly about Ultimatum Queer Love, which I'm enjoying, but I'm not done. And they already had their reunion, so no spoilers in the chat. And if you try to be cute and spoil it for us, you're going to be kicked out and muted. You won't be blocked, but you'll be kicked out and muted. So no spoilers. All right. Senior Royals, we dropped the call-in link for you. Royal Court members, we're dropping the call-in link next for you. All right. And guys, live chat, we'll drop the call-ins for you as well. Let's get to 900 likes. And we'll drop the call-in link for you. All right. Oh, we got record numbers of dislikes today. What's going on? You guys just came over here to hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
A mess. All right. Team Kempire members, we're going to drop the call-in link next for you as well. All right. And you will all have a minute or less to share your thoughts on any of the things that we've been talking about in regards to our Tuesday takeover, where we cover a variety of reality TV news, and of course, pop culture news here on our Tuesday takeover. All right. Let me tell you a little bit about Match Me Abroad before we get into the ultimatum. So I watched Match Me Abroad this week, and we were introduced to some new people. We had Nathalie, who might be a little picky, but I feel like anyone that's on these shows are all picky, and they probably shouldn't be as picky as they are. And I'm not saying because they're not cute or they don't bring anything to the table. No, I feel as if they are so picky that that's the reason why you're so single. Speaking of picky, let's talk about Susan, who's from New York. And I think Susan has a problem. I feel like the guy that she went on a date with this week was exactly what she was wanting. She keeps telling she wants to relive her heyday. This is the same type of guy that you probably would have hooked up with back in your heyday. But I get it. She's trying to find a life partner. But I also feel like Susan is very picky. Who brings their dog on a first date? And I get it. She has a dog. She's going to probably be out most of the day. But who brings first of all, she says the dog. The dog has more travel miles than probably all of us. The dog has been to like 25 countries. But do you really bring a dog on your first date? I understand completely why Susan did not like the first date. But the second date, he seemed like a nice guy. He was cute. He was like trying to get to know her. He seemed like he had the same adventurous spirit. But I've concluded homegirl is just too damn picky. So you know I didn't love the first date for Stanika. Or Stanika. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I forget. But I thought the second date would be better. But she didn't like it. She's like, we don't have any chemistry. It's not going to work out. He was cute though. I was like, at least he looked like he was age appropriate for her. So I was like, all right, maybe. No, it didn't work out that way. She also said there was a red flag when the way that he spoke to his mom, even though she didn't understand a word that he was saying. But she could tell from the inflection in his voice. He's like, my mom doesn't need to be here. She doesn't need to be in my business. But he also said that there was no chemistry. I feel like he just said that because she said it first. So for those that don't even know what Match Me Abroad is, Match Me Abroad, I should have started with that. It's very similar to like 90 Day Fiancé, except they actually have matchmakers finding people in other countries to match them. And look, not all matchmakers are made the same. Okay? Oh, damn it. I miss Love Match Atlanta. That was such a cute show. So I feel like Susan's too picky. I don't think Stanika is too picky. I don't feel like she was being too picky. I feel like she was being honest, like she didn't feel a connection with him. Look, it's not just about looks, especially if you're looking for real love in this situation. Oh, Nash, good point. She said, at 25 countries, that dog must have been a charitable person in a past life. Living well. Dog is living well. Nathalie, I don't know a lot about her. She also seems a little picky, but she's young. I feel like, and look, and I had this kind of conversation with myself. I was like, should you get more picky as you get older? And I'm asking myself this because I'm getting older. I know I don't look it, but as someone said earlier, the knees. No. Should you get more picky as you get older? Or should you get less picky as you get older? And I'm not telling you guys to settle. I'm not telling you to settle. Because if you settle, you might end up in a bad situation. But should you reevaluate your pickiness and your list? Just saying. Look, just saying. We didn't get any Harold this week, but I'm concerned. Look, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Marc went on a date. Here's the thing. Marc went on a date with a 20-something-year-old. And normally I would be like, I don't know if I personally don't think I would probably date someone in their 20s. I mean, I might give it a shot, maybe. But I feel like your 20s should be spent having a good time. But I feel like with women, it's different. I feel like women are a lot more mature than men. So sometimes that imbalance in age works. So he's in Morocco trying to find love. And she seems he's according to him, very Americanized. He He feels like they vibe pretty well together. He is a little judgy in regards to her experience and what she knows. And my thing is like, sometimes you have to let those things go on the first date because it's just a first date. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes people on first dates go too far ahead. You know what I mean? Like they're already thinking about, well, are you marriage material? And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be there on some level, but it's also a first date. Have a good time. Have a good time. Roro says to P, Jewish Matchmaker, which is on my list, it's on Netflix, is better than Indian Matchmaker. Indian Matchmaker is so good. I got to get into it maybe next Tuesday. That's another show that I saw on Netflix, Jewish Matchmaker. But I have to say, within both cultures, matchmaking is really a very popular thing. Okay. So I'm enjoying the show. I'm still enjoying it, maybe because I like 90 Day Fiancé, and that's probably part of the reason why I'm enjoying Match Me Abroad. And we were introduced to some new people this week. I still, the jury's out on Nathalie. She was not happy with her first date. Mark, he seems to be on the fence with his first date. He has a lot of questions. He's not too sure about her, especially her age. I don't know about him, but I feel like anyone that goes on these shows, they're the problem. Look, they're the problem. So I'm always trying to pick apart, why exactly are they still single? Why exactly did they have to go this route to find a boo? Look, and then you're going to see me on one of these shows and you're like, remember what you said, Kempire? You're not going to see me on these shows. I'm never going to do reality TV like this. I'll produce reality TV. I'm not going to do reality TV. All right. Oh, Shireen says, no, Indian Matchmaker is better. I will decide next week. I'm playing. No, look, everyone has a right to their opinion. I will watch it, though. I will watch it. I'm going to try and finish this show. Let's talk about this show briefly, and then I got to get out of here. The Ultimatum Queer Love. Happy Pride Month. Come on, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm loving this show, and I wasn't sure, but a lot of you told me to get into it. I'm only on episode 6, and there's like 10 episodes, including a reunion. I have not seen it yet, no spoilers. But I just have to say a couple of things about this, and I'm not going to go through every single couple. Last week, a lot of you said to me that Aussie had some real problems, and maybe those problems start coming up in episode 7, 8, and 9. However, are we not going to talk about, let me remember all these names. Is it Miranda? Is it Miranda? Hold on. Mildred, sorry. I knew it started with an M. Mildred and Tiff deserve each other because they are argumentative. And I understand why they've been in a relationship. But apparently they've broken up so many times, like they change underwear. All right? But the argument between Mildred and Ozzy, look, Ozzy is passive aggressive. Ozzy has issues, obviously. That's part of the reason why they're even on the show. However, I felt like Mildred was very confrontational. Tiff, very confrontational. Just saying. So that's my thought on the whole Aussie and Mildred situation so far. Next week might be something else after I watch the entire season of The Ultimatum Queer Love. But let me see. Who else do I want to talk about? All right. Oh, goodness. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at Lexi. Lexi is the ultimatum giver. But I'm so mad because this is an experiment. This is an experiment. Oh, Temmie says, you wait, Kempire. Mildred is the worst. Oh, Owen says, moldy Mildred, her attitude stinks. Okay, so it's not just me. Thank God. All right. So Raylan and Lexi. Raylan and Lexi are, they're the couple. However, I'm upset because Lexi made Raylan feel, Ray, I'll just call her Ray. She made Ray feel so bad about hooking up with Vanessa. You guys are broken up. You're supposed to be invested in this whole process. It seems as if you saw yourself in Vanessa, and Vanessa's trash. She's trash. Vanessa is trash. Juliet says Kempire, the reunion is fire. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. If it's really, really good and I'm done by Friday, maybe we'll do a separate live. Okay. I just feel like this is you signed up for an experiment. So I didn't feel mad at Ray for hooking up with Vanessa. I get why, because Vanessa's trash. But I feel like Lexi also, very much like Vanessa, only was doing this to prove a point. Like, she wasn't fully all in. I don't feel like she was fully engaged with Mal. No matter how her and Mal were best friends. That's all they came out of the situation. They weren't romantically interested in each other. I didn't love how Lexi made Ray feel so bad for hooking up with Vanessa. Y'all are broken up. That's the project. Y'all are broken up. Right? I just feel like that is the whole point of this experiment. You're broken up. Anything that happens while you're broken up should not play a role in what you do going forward if you decide to come back together. Oh, damn. K-Baby says, yes, we need a separate live, that reunion. Okay, noted to self. Leave some space for Friday, y'all. Leave some space for Friday. I'm going to catch up this week. I promise you. We gotta get caught up because Sex and the City's coming back, and just like that. So that's my whole issue with Lexi and Ray. Like, I felt for Ray because I felt like Ray really felt bad for hooking up with that trash Vanessa. Vanessa is so manipulative of Xander. Where's Xander? So manipulative of Xander. Xander is a sweet spirit, but Xander and Yoli, they fell in love. We literally see them fall in love. No spoilers. I don't want to know what happens. But I'm at the point where the original couples come back together. Xander, sweet spirit, but has been manipulated, has been brainwashed. That's what it feels like by Vanessa. But has fallen in love, and the sexual desires has returned because you're with a different person. Yoli and Xander, like, you felt the connection. I feel like of all of the couples, they had a major, major connection. Oh, Joe says, I feel like Ray is quietly trash. Well, look, I'm going to keep watching. Maybe. But I kind of feel that way about Lexi, to be honest with you. But Ozzy and does Ozzy and Sam? I don't know about Ozzy and Sam. I feel like they are perfect for each other, especially after watching them interact with the other people's partners. I think they're perfect for each other. I don't love Ozzy. I don't love Sam. I probably like Sam more than Ozzy. All right. What else did I want to say about these situations? Oh, Yoli and Mal. Again, I don't think Mal came into the situation taking the experiment seriously. I felt like she was best friends with Lexi. Yoli really went into this experience falling in love with Xander. I can see her and Xander having something. Here's my issue with this show. Everything is so good in the beginning. So 3 weeks with someone could be magical. Let's talk about 3 years or even 3 months later. Like, it's hard to really, I know it's an experiment that it's fast moving. However, I feel like 3 weeks is not enough to determine whether or not you should leave your partner of several years for someone you met and you've been in the honeymoon period and in your own world. That there's that other element. They're in their own world. How is your relationship going to be in the real world with your real friends? And I'm on that part too, where they're meeting, each other's friends and things like that as well. I feel like Yoli and Xander, Snooki. Dainty says Yoli is trash. Come on. Foxy says Yoli is better with Xander. Again, guys, I'm going to catch up by Friday and we'll do a separate live to talk about the Ultimatum Queer Love. It is Pride Month, so how you doing?
How you doing?
Guys, don't forget our Pride merch. For those of you that are seeing skin today, yes, go get your Pride merch. I need to order this in a large. This is too loose. I like it a little flowy though. And the material it feels so good against the skin. You know, I'm trying to bring you guys quality. Head on over to houseofkempire.com for our Pride merch, available only this month. Don't forget, guys, also after the live, we'll be posting the timestamps and we will be posting the link so you can donate to the Trevor Project. We are trying to raise $2,500, over $2,500 for the Trevor Project for Pride Month. So be sure to donate what you can. If you go check out some of our other videos, you can go donate right now. We're not even, I think we're like 25% of our goal. So if you can donate, please feel free. If you know someone that can donate, send the video to them and ask them to donate as well. The Trevor Project has been supporting the LGBTQIA+ community for decades. So shout out to them. Okay. Let's get to some callers, guys. Let's get to 900 likes. We're almost there. We're going to drop the call-in link once we get there. We're going to take quick calls from our members right now. Let me just put up our disclaimer. All right. There is my disclaimer. There we go. Let's put up our disclaimer. Again, the opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself or the Kempire LLC or Google and YouTube. Let's bring up Sharon next. What's going on, Sharon?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on?
I received my shirt, and it's beautiful.
Yay! Thank you for supporting. You were the first one to buy our Pride merch.
Really? I always check for if you have different things.
I'm about to add some stuff, too.
Yeah, I'll be looking out. I bought the black one with the letters, Kempire with the multicolored letters.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I love it. And I also have the mug. I got the mug last year.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I went on Peacock. Everybody was talking about that promo, so I wanted to go look, and I just saw it today.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I noticed it is because I was watching another channel, and somebody said that they edited it out of the promo with NeNe missing.
Oh, so they took that edit out of the episode.
Right. So then I went on Peacock to watch it. I didn't see it at all. And it said it was at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I went to the beginning like 5 times and it was gone. They used the original promo for this year, and they did one in a black and white and one in a color.
Okay.
And then they went to 2011.
Okay. I'm going to check it out. It out.
Yeah. That's all I had.
Thank you, Sharon, for calling in, and thank you for always supporting.
Yes, anytime.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Sharon was the very first person to order from our Pride merch. So shout out to Sharon. She always supports, and she's a member of the channel. We appreciate her. I'm dropping the call link for the live chat. We're going to take some quick callers. I'm going to bring up Ebony next. Hold on. What's going on, Ebony?
Hi, Kempire.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to say I have a couple things. I really think that a lot of contracts nowadays should be on reconcile and resolve. Like if you have a fight, there should be consistent on resolving an argument, a disruption in the relationship, especially with Bravo, because Bravo has a lot of I believe certain age demographic that they work with or they try to promote towards. And we don't like fighting. We do like the drama. We don't like actual physical fighting, but I really think they should be like, okay, ladies, for instance, Kyle and Lisa, if you can't figure it out, reconcile, resolve. If you can't, deduction and pay, especially when it comes to reunion. And here we have, we just did the reunion for the with Ariana thing. If there's no reconcile, resolve, yeah. And I know she can't resolve it. However, maybe she should get a deduction in her pay, Ariana, Raquel. That's just a thought. Okay. Anyway, so that's all I have. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. You cringe hearing Gia talk or Gia chime in on her uncle stuff. It makes my sense.
Oh,
getting cringe.
I know. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable, maybe because we saw them grow up. Who knows? All right. I know a lot of you ever. Let me just see something. Hold on, because when we get breaking news, other than this, I probably would not be reporting on this. But let me see something. I don't. Oh wait, hold on. Damn. Y'all president. Look, the 45th president of the United States. We got breaking news, guys. The 45th president of the United States apparently has been arrested at a Miami court for the classified docs indictment. Donald Trump has arrived at a court in Miami, getting arrested and booked for his indictment regarding the droves of classified documents authorities say he stashed away at Mar-a-Lago. All right. They said the former president was at the Miami federal court Tuesday, where a crowd of protesters gathered out front earlier in the day, some in support of Trump's indictment, while others continued to defend his claim of innocence. He was spotted Monday leaving his Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, on his way to Florida, and he's reportedly going to head back there to give a speech regarding the case later tonight. Trump was also posting on Truth Social on the way to Miami courthouse early Tuesday morning, calling it, quote, one of the saddest days in the history of our country, adding it's a witch hunt. As TMZ reported, DT's prosecutors claim he stored tons of classified docs wherever he could at his Palm Beach resort. Photos showed piles of boxes stacked on a ballroom stage and a storage room, and even next to a toilet. The Fed said he housed information regarding defense and weapons capabilities of both the U.S. and foreign countries, U.S. nuclear programs, and other highly sensitive material about potential vulnerabilities of the country and its allies to military attacks. According to the indictment, Trump's been hit with a whopping 31 counts of willful retention of national defense information. As for the other 6 counts, he faces separate charges for false statements, representations, conspiracy to obstruct justice, withholding a document or record, corruptly concealing a document in a federal investigation, and a scheme to conceal. TMZ spoke to a Loyola lawyer, Professor Jessica Levinson, who told them why his latest indictment shouldn't have the ability to stop why it shouldn't have the ability to stop his 2024 campaign trail. And she says he shockingly could even serve as president behind bars. For those that are unaware, Trump announced the indictment on Truth Social before the docs were even unsealed. And of course, he claimed total innocence. This indictment also comes a little over 2 months after a New York grand jury indicted him over his alleged involvement in the Stormy Daniels hush money case. I wish someone looked like me could get away with... No, I don't. I don't wish to get away with crimes. That's why I don't commit them. But what I'm saying is, imagine if it was me. 2 indictments? We'd be under the jail. So we did have some breaking news in regards to that. We're going to move on because, we don't talk about that man here, but we had some breaking news. Tuesday Takeover is a mix of pop culture and reality TV news and recaps, okay? Alex, we're going to bring you up. What's going on, Alex?
Ciao, can you hear me?
Barely. Where are you? At Kohl's again?
In the grocery store.
With your grandma?
Hold on.
With your grandma, Alex? Oh, we can't even hear you, Alex. What happened?
Are you there?
Yeah, now we can. What's going on?
Okay. So I wanted to talk about NeNe. So first, I went to go see the clip that everybody was talking about. They took it off completely. Took it off on Peacock.
Okay.
Second thing is, well, it's horrible that they even did that because NeNe is RHOA. NeNe is Bravo. NeNe helped get Andy where he is today. He should be very grateful for her. Anyway, next thing is Joseline Hernandez. Justin, what are you saying? Oh, sorry. Anyway, Joseline Hernandez. Zeus Network gave her the false idea that fighting is a regular thing and that she can fight whoever she wants. Miss Joseline, I don't care what you're on. You cannot fight random people. You can't do it. That's all I wanted to say. And by the way, Zeus Network, that's ratchet. That's real. They're ratchet on there, honey. They fight constantly. It's crazy. It's just crazy town.
Crazy.
Anyway, have a good day, kempire.
You too,
I'm
Alex.
gonna have to go pretend that I was in the bathroom or something. So I'll see you later.
Bye. Alex always out there with his grandma. Okay, Anuli, we're gonna bring you up next. What's going on, Anuli?
Hey, how are you guys?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. This is gonna be a very unpopular opinion.
Which is fine.
If we're gonna quote Remy Ma, let's quote all her quotes. It can't be on site, but you can't jump me though. It can't be on site, but you can sneak me though. Like Big Lex is not like I don't want to explain. Watched her season of Zeus. She was also a bully. She also ran up on this girl that was half her size. Like she has been, but she has been online being like an internet thug, as we all know, saying things, and then someone ran up on her. It is what it is. At the same time, Joseline is grown. It doesn't matter if you're grown. It doesn't matter if you're 16. It doesn't matter if you're 12. Like, it's violence is violence. I'm kind of tired of seeing violence on my TV screen, whether it's Zeus, whether it's VH1. Someone is exploiting someone for ratings. Same thing with BET Plus. How it was convenient to use the fight between Amber Rose and Jocelyn for promotion, but then you don't show the fight, the one that got everyone to subscribe to your stuff. So it's just very annoying how when and where people use violence and when it's okay to use violence. That's my thing.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too, Anuli. Thank you for calling in. And guys, we always welcome your unpopular opinions, because just because you think it's unpopular, you might be surprised that a lot of people in the comment section, a lot of people in the live chat might agree with you. And I saw a few people that were agreeing with Anuli. All right, we're going to bring up some more calls really quickly because I do have to go. LaDawn, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, LaDawn?
Hey, sitting here frying some fish, child.
Oh.
My friend brought me $100 worth of fish to fry by myself.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
So, Joseline is ratchet. I don't care if people say, because I'm from the hood, I don't care if people say on site, on site. On site means we can do this, but do a fair one. Don't jump people, don't sneak people. That's cowardly to me. I don't care. I don't got eyes behind my head. You know what I'm saying? But if you really bout it, then see me face straight up, like boxers doing a boxing match. Okay? So that's for one. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them showing African Americans in ratchet, wild, animalistic behavior. Yes, we want drama and shade, but nobody has a right to put their hands on nobody. Period. Whether you like it or not. So that's how I feel about Jocelyn. I wish I ran up on her.
You know
okay? So, that's how I feel about her. Now, the next thing
No, you ain't got no more time. You got 5 seconds and you frying.
Okay, well, I love you. Y'all go on and do your thing.
Thank you, LaDawn. Bye. LaDawn frying? She's frying the fish over there. All right, guys, let's get to some more calls. I do have to go. I'm going to bring up Kari next. What's going on, Kari?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm in the store, so I just wanted to make sure you can hear me.
Everybody in the
So
store.
I just want to say something about Jocelyn. I agree with the caller before last. Like, I've been following the whole Big Lex and Jocelyn situation. Big Lex has been doing interviews for the past 4 months telling Jocelyn to pull up. So you going to a Zeus event without any of your friends just wasn't smart. My problem with Jocelyn is you're attacking random people. You're putting your hands on people that have absolutely nothing to do with the situation. You're smacking grown men in the face because they're trying to do their job. That's the issue. The issue isn't you and another ghetto girl getting into it because y'all are ghetto. The issue is you dragging innocent civilians into it that I have a problem with. So that's my only issue. Let me go back to parenting my kids.
Bye. Everybody busy today. Can I go get my stuff done now? Danny, I'm going to bring you up too. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Not Danny. Danny, I'll bring you up next after Yolissa. What's going on, Yolissa? Yolissa?
Hey, Kempire.
There we go. How are you?
Kempire. I'm good. So, how are you?
Doing well. What's
I
going
just
on?
want to defend, like, my nickname is Yoli, and I just don't want to associate myself with all the Yolis. Okay, so just put that in chat. But I want to just comment on the Tom Girardi, the stand trial. The man is an elderly man, but I was reading a little bit up on it, and I do feel like it's just, it should be standard that if you embezzled money from your firm or however you did, you should stand trial, and that's all I'm going to say. It's an unpopular opinion. Man's old, but that's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Yoli. for calling in. All right, the original Yoli, the only one that we claim. All right, Danny, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey.
I'm going to be brief so you can go out and do what you got to do. But
Thank
I
you.
wanted to say salute them all on the ultimatum. Not Mal. I think she was my favorite person on the show. And I'm going to just end it there. I think the rest of them, most of them girls was trash after that. And then after that, I wanted to say, in regard to, Jesus, I lost my train of thought. Oh, no, I didn't. In regard to this T-shirt that you got on, I am loving this cleavage. Enjoy your day. Hopefully you don't buy a large. Keep that XL, boo. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye. Y'all are a mess. Okay, let me bring up Patricia next.
Hi.
What's going on,
Do you hear me?
Patricia? Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I hear an echo. Okay. Yeah, bring NeNe back, ban all fights, and let's take a poll and send it to Bravo, NBC Universal, and all these networks on who we think should stay and who we think should go, and what shows are like have the good ratings and what shows have the bad ratings. I think that's a fabulous idea.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Patricia, for calling in. Take
Have
care.
a good day, honey.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Thank you all for calling in. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. We also had Cammie. She says, Anita done kicked Babyface off the tour. Did she, Lord? Or did he quit? He was like, I'm done with this drama. Guys, if you missed our coverage of the Anita Baker, her Twitter rant yesterday, and I'm sure she's probably like, how he see my Twitter rant? Because we have other profiles, girl. Yeah, she went off. So be sure to check out that video from yesterday. I didn't bring it here to talk about just because we already had a ton of things to talk about. But be sure to check out that video from yesterday for that as well. Thank you all for being here. Again, I'm gonna go finish the ultimatum at some point between now and Friday so we can recap the ultimate recap of the Ultimatum Queer Love. So be here or be square on Friday, and maybe we'll talk about some other things as well. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. And of course, thank you to our members of the channel. To become a member, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. And thank you to our Kings Guards. We could not do this without them. Okay? Shout out to them. And we will be posting the timestamps for this later today when I get a chance. I got things to do. And I gotta go. Let's get out of here, guys. Thank you all for being here. I will see you all in the next video, the next live tomorrow. Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion, final part. Be here. All right. Talk to you guys later. Turn on your notifications and subscribe. Help us get to 300,000 subscribers. We're almost there. All right, y'all. Bye, everybody.